This is Matt Coyne, host of The Cheap Seats. Thank you for listening to the following broadcast here on Public House Media.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, guys.
This is Keith.
And Katie from Coffee with Keith and Katie on Public House Media.
Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
When you're done listening to this show, I hope you'll come check out our show, Coffee with Keith and Katie. A new episode comes out every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock.
Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Live and just keep the routine, keep spreading positivity, keep the mission going, because what we're really here about at Choose to Rise is helping people rise up out of their current struggles and living their best life. And I love coming and sharing with you the tips and tricks of how to live that beautiful life. And so that we're continuing our week of gratitude. The last two episodes on the podcast version came out with 10 ways to practice gratitude and then how to show gratitude in your life. And today we're going to be talking about things grateful people do differently in their life than others. And start out the show with Ralph Waldo Emerson's quote, "Cultivating the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and to give thanks continuously." Like when you can, turns out, Emerson, who explored meaning of good life in much of his work, wasn't far off when it comes to what we know about counting our blessings. When you can count your blessings and live your best life, research continuously finding expressing thanks can lead to a happier, healthier, and less stressed lifestyle. So a life is a series of problems that we have to be solved. And a lot of times those problems cause stress. We have issues in our life that comes up. We have negative things that happen in our life. We're not promised a good life. We're not promised an easy life. We're promised a good life here on earth. And when we have those kinds of stresses come into our life, Robert Emmons, a gratitude researcher and psychology professor at the University of California, says gratitude can be the stress buster that helps us get over the negative things that happen in our life and keep moving forward. So practicing gratitude not only brings joy to your life, but it also breaks down the stress that comes with life in general. So we're not guaranteed an easy life. We're guaranteed a good life. That's what God created us here. He put us here on this earth, and we have a better place to go to in the future. But when we are focusing on gratitude and the grateful things, the things that we are so blessed to have in our life, we're going to be able to celebrate life in a better way. We're going to be able to walk through things in a more positive light, and we're going to be able to live a happier life in general. So I'm going to give you 10 habits, 10 little tips, 10 things that you can do to really live life your best way. And, there are things I've talked about before, but we'll just kind of walk through them and see which one of them might be a good thing that you can put into your life for a regular basis. The first one is journaling. And so you guys have heard me talk about this before. I have my own journal where I write down my goals, my affirmations, and things that I'm grateful for. And research has shown that writing down what you're thankful for can lead to a multitude of wellness benefits. Keeping a gratitude journal can reinforce positive thoughts, and particularly something that is helpful in the brain tends to draw your focus to the positive things in your world. So putting pen to paper can also make the more progress that you're taking, making it more of a goal, or that repetition of finding the benefits of your life really helps people commit to being good, commit to finding the positive, commit to doing the blessings in your day. And so when you can, get up in the morning and write down the things that you're grateful for, or you can go to bed at night and write down the things that you're grateful for, you're putting gratitude into action, and you're able to wake up in the morning or go to bed at night with a positive heart and positive mind. And, when things start to get a little dreary in your world, you can always go back to those written words and review them and know that you have been so blessed in this world. I did a year of gratitude journal for my husband one year. And we still have it. I still flip through it every once in a while when, life is kind of crazy. But what I did was I had a little journal, and a couple hundred pages in it. And every day I would write something I was grateful for. And I tried not to repeat things. So that, it got a little hard after a while. Like, thanks for making dinner. I appreciate he picks up the clothes. I appreciate that, it got to be the things of like more than just I love him and I appreciate him and he's is a great guy. Like you had to like really think about each day, what was something that was special that he did for us? What was something that I was grateful for that, it was beyond the typical run of the mill things that you'd be grateful for in a day. And so it was a lot of fun to do and it was a lot of fun to give to him. And and he's started one as well, but I don't really know where he's at with it. So, all right. The second thing that gratitude people do is expressing gratitude may generate more optimism. But the second thing is to not avoid the negative. So a lot of people think that being thankful and blessed and looking for the gratitude in life is avoiding negative situations. But really expressing gratitude may generate more optimism, but thankful people also don't shy away from negative situations. Emmons, that researcher I talked about earlier, says that while we often associate gratitude with focusing on good, it's not necessarily avoiding the bad. The key to leading a thankful life is embracing the setbacks and seeing them as a part of the entire journey that you have. And when you approach those negative situations in your life, being grateful for those things and recalling a hard time that you've experienced and being grateful for the opportunity to go through that struggle and to find the good in that struggle. There's always a positive side to everything. So chances are you'll start to feel grateful for your current situation and for overcoming former challenges and being able to handle future challenges easier because you've been able to look for the good in them. You're able to find the things that the struggle creates strength. So when you can see the blessings that come with the struggles, that's when you're going to have a much easier time overcoming them and overcoming future ones as well. The third thing that grateful people do most often as well is spend time with loved ones. Now, this is the perfect time of the year to do that because we're at a holiday season, right? We're at Thanksgiving now. We have Christmas coming up in the future. And thankful people know that when they are not necessarily by themselves, but they spend time with people that they love, the people that they appreciate most in their life, gratitude really helps us connect to other people. And it actually strengthens our relationships. And the relationships are the strongest predictor of happiness and dealing with stress. When you have people in your life that you can connect with and support and be a part of in their life that support you, that's when you have the most gratitude and happiness. So spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones. Maybe you don't have a lot of family around you, so adopt friends as family. I know I have an amazing supportive group of women in our Choose to Rise group. It's called Together We Rise, and we're all working on healthy habits together. And my team of Rise and Fit are amazing women who are rising up out of their current struggles and living their best life with healthy habits that we've all become a family in there, and we support each other regardless of what's going on. I give a major shout out to one of our girls, Jill, who just had a baby yesterday on Thanksgiving Day, and we are all rallying around her, and we all can't wait to meet the new little one. And being a part of life together has just been such a blessing. So be a part of the people in their life and build relationships because they help you as well. The fourth tip is tell people you love them. Not only spend time with them, but tell the people that you appreciate them. Expressing gratitude for loved ones can help you create a closeness by allowing others to see how you look at them, but also creates other emotions, other joys, other love, other things in your life that not only causes the stronger relationship, but it holds value in the eyes of the other person as well. So stating how much you appreciate them, giving them, speaking to them in their love language. We talked about that on the last podcast, really creating a personal relationship with people, expressing gratitude for those relationships. It brings you higher thankfulness in your own life, but also for the people around you. The fifth one is to use social media mindfully. Now, I will tell you that I am a huge social media person. My entire business is built around social media. But in our highly plugged in culture, it's impossible to avoid social media completely, unless you're kind of living under a rock. But however, if you are using social media, I would encourage you to find the positive things in social media. Unfriend, unfollow the negative people that are in your life. You get to decide what is in your newsfeed. You get to decide the people that you plug into. So even though we have this abundance of information and so much stuff out there, remember that you are in control of your feed. You are in control of who you follow. And if there's somebody that's in your newsfeed or somebody that's showing up in a negative way, something that's not serving you well, get rid of it. Okay, you get to decide how to consume information. We in our house do not have the news on hardly at all. Now, if it's something that I need to know, I'll probably figure it out. It'll come across my news feed at some point if it's something I really need to know about. But if it's, if it's just a matter of like all the negative things that are happening in the world, I don't need that negative energy coming into my life, so I don't follow it. I delete people that are doing a lot of swear words. I delete people that are not, following my missions and values. I get to control what social media brings to my table because it's my news feed. It's my friends list. It's my way that I'm going to consume information. So I control that, and I encourage you to follow that same kind of path and get rid of the negative triggers in your social media and follow the things that lift you up, that encourage you, that support you, that show the same values as you. Number 6, know the value of the little things in life. People that are grateful, people that show positivity and love life, that have the most joy in their life, are the ones that find the beautiful things in the little things. There's power in small, ordinary moments, and like catching a subway before the door closes, or getting a birthday card in the mail that makes you smile, or getting that warm hug of your kids before they run off to school, or when they get home. Whatever it is that all the little things in your world, like maybe the puppy kisses in the morning when your dog gets up, like whatever it is, the little things in the world, be grateful for those small moments and not necessarily just the big things that happen in your day. Number 7 is help others appreciate them too. So small acts of kindness make a difference in a big way in people's world. They can cultivate lots of gratitude, that kind of pay it forward mentality, and doing things just because is a great way to help spread kindness across not only to other people in this world, but for you as well. Just being a happier person for you helps other people be happier as well. Number 8 is to volunteer. Everyone needs a little help sometimes, and grateful people know that there's no better way to encourage that kind of activity than to volunteer to do other things for other people. The volunteers often feel grateful for the experience to give back, and since service to others helps other people find their own inner spirituality, it's a great place for people to build up their courage, build up their confidence, build up their joy in their world by helping other people out. So if you can find a place where you can volunteer, where you can give back to somebody, maybe it's at church, maybe it's your child's school, maybe it's in your community, resources, maybe it's someplace in your neighborhood, maybe, I live here in Iowa and it's going to snow here soon. Maybe your volunteering is shoveling the sidewalks and the driveways of some elderly people in your neighborhood. Maybe you're going to bake cookies for somebody around the corner of you, whatever it might be, but go volunteer and do something good for somebody else. Number 9 is to get moving. There's so much that happens when you get active, but gratitude and fitness go hand in hand. And according to Emmons, the researcher that I spoke about earlier, people who practice gratitude also engage in more exercise. The results also found that studies participated fewer dietary restrictions and were less likely to smoke or abuse alcohol. Hello, exercising has been proven to clear your mind and reduce stress, and that's one of the main reasons why I do it every single day. And all key components is setting yourself up for gratitude. When you can show up and be thankful for the experiences of having a healthier life, a healthier body, a healthier mind, you're going to have a lot more opportunities to be grateful in your world. And gratitude is one of the best medicines. And so if you can, get active, you can eat well, you can, love life a whole lot more, which happens to be number 10, love yourself, you are going to be able to experience so much more positivity in your life and love yourself more. Grateful people know that their thankful attitude can also feel self-compassion. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Individual Differences found that a higher level of gratitude were associated with greater self-esteem. Yep. You love yourself more when you're grateful for the life that you have. And it's no wonder when your well-being is a priority that you can't help but feel good. You can't help but be happy. You can't help but feel joy and give the gift of love and joy to other people when you yourself feel good. I heard from Rachel Hollis one time about how if you are, if you're a vase, if you picture a big glass vase full of water, and that glass vase is you, and you start to give to other people. So you tip a little bit to pour out to them, and you tip over here to pour out to them, and you tip out to them to pour out to them. And pretty soon you're getting down to the bottom of your energy, or the water in your vase. And so you're tipping. And what happens when that vase tips too far? it smashes and crashes into the surface, and then there's not able to hold any water at all. But what if instead that vase stood tall and let the water pour into it? And pretty soon, as it gets filled all the way to the top, then it starts to overflow onto all the people around it, into all the small glasses around it. And not only is that vase filled up to its fullest and taking care of itself, but now it gets to overflow into all the people around it. Isn't that a beautiful image there of this is how what exercise and gratitude and good nutrition and taking care of the gift that God's given you. He's given you this vessel, this body to live here on this earth. And when you can live with more gratitude and live with a happier lifestyle and a healthier lifestyle, you're going to be able to fill up that vessel with positivity and let that positivity overflow into the rest of your world. So I hope today that one of these 10 little tips or tricks is something that you can take away to live a healthier and happier life. I hope that you are becoming more of a grateful person. And I am super grateful for all of you for joining and following this page and being a part of my journey and learning and growing and on your own way as well. So if you are ever interested in joining us in our Together We Rise group, I would love for you to message me and get started with us. We are really going to be digging deep here in December with programs from one of our favorite trainers, and getting active, getting healthy, getting more on track to live a positive life with the vessel that God's given us and to live out his story for us. And so if you are ready to get started with that, if you are wanting to be a part of that community, message me. Let's get started today and get you started with get moving right and moving on a better way. Thanks so much for joining me here this morning on Choose to Rise. I'll be back on Public House Media on Monday, and I can't wait to get started with you there as well. And we're going to be continuing the journey. All you need is love is the topic for Monday. And so I hope to see you back there again. And have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye.